Namaste, namaskar, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Let me do this proper like. Namaste, namaskar. Hola, ¿cómo están todos? How's everybody doing? So, let's get into it. This is Copacabana, part of Copacabana, municipality south of Medellin. Excuse me, north of Medellin, but this part is going towards Oriente Antioqueño. So I'm lucky that I got fired, and I'm lucky I quit my job. So today's October 11th, 2025, and a year ago, back in 2024, October 11th, I worked my last day. It was until that day, October 11th, 2024, that I worked for the English language company I worked with. Hola. Hola. Little kid say what's up to me. And let's rewind a little bit. Let's go back to 2021. I was living in Mexico. I was in Puerto Vallarta, and I was already very mentally tired and physically tired and feeling somewhat ill, somewhat sick. And I remember that normally we work until like December, the first week of December or the second week of December maximum for the English Language Academy that I used to work for. I'm not going to mention the name of it. Those of you who know already know. And as protocol is, I gave them like a big heads up, like a month, saying like, hey guys, like my academic coordinator, I'm going to be working on until November 30th or November 29th, whatever last day of classes I have in the month of November, because I need to rest. I'm feeling off mentally and physically, and I don't want to get sick and end up in a hospital here in Mexico, far from home in terms of Colombia, even though I wasn't going to live in Colombia anymore. But you know, Colombia was my last home before I went to Mexico, and I was going to be in Mexico for like a year and a half total before going on to Asia, to India, waiting for, you know, because the lockdown happened in 2020, and then visas were not, people couldn't go to India yet at that time. So yeah, I remember I gave them the heads up, normal, and my academic coordinator said, okay, yeah, no problem, Eddie. Yeah. And then like 2 weeks later, around November 15th, I remember I was still in Guanajuato, or November 14th. No, I don't know where I was, but it was like, no, a week into November. It was like right after Dia de los Muertos and everything that I celebrated in Guanajuato City, Guanajuato State, Mexico. So trying to speed this up because I'm going to keep this as short as possible, under 10 minutes. I'm recording at 2.7K with 60 frames per second, so it's not ultra slow, just good enough for the image quality on the big screen. If it's on a smartphone, you know, whatever, tablet, you don't see the difference, but if you see it on the big screen TV, you'll see the difference between 1080p, which I normally do, or these days the videos you're going to be watching for the next couple of weeks are going to be in 4K, no editing. So anyhow, I remember the head of the company like present with all the operations, making the decisions, calling the shots, contacted me and said, hey, teacher, you know, Eddie. Well, they don't call me Eddie, they call me Edwin by my normal name, Edwin. We need you to keep working until December 14th or 15th. And I'm like, no, I can't, I'm sorry, I'm not feeling well, I'm feeling very off, I'm not feeling well mentally and physically. I need to rest now. I feel like I'm almost at the breaking point, the point of no return. And the person didn't want to get it. I'm not going to mention that person's name. They didn't want to accept my situation. Please reconsider. And I had a phone call conversation with her, and I told her, that person, no, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. You know me all these years. I've been a hard worker. I've always done everything you guys wanted me to do in general that I could do. Even when I was a college student, I would work around my schedule at university. You know, I'm Colombian American, born and raised in the US. My mom was Colombian, my dad is Colombian, long story short. And I've been living here for 26 years plus, 27 years now in Colombia. Not continuously, but total. Look at these beautiful mountains. That's why I wanted to choose this, even though it's a gloomy day for some people. For me, it's a beautiful day anyhow, because I can come out and walk and make a short video. Down there is the Valley of Aburrá. Copacabana, the town, is down there. Girardota, Barbosa that way, Medellin that way. So, into 5 minutes. Yep, the person said, no, please reconsider. We talked. I said, no. And then I got a word from somebody else a couple of days later that, hey, sorry to hear you got fired. I'm like, got fired? I didn't receive any email or text message saying I got fired, but I got fired. Funny, but it worked out well for me because I needed to rest. But I only got those 2 months. I only got like a month and a half of rest because of I came back to Colombia to visit for a few days from Mexico because I needed to come back and stay here for like a couple of months and then go back to Mexico, but that didn't work out. You know the story, what happened with my mom and everything, and if you don't, then find the video. Sorry, I'm not gonna repeat it. Don't have the time on this one. Now we fast forward to 2024. I had a big issue back in Nepal with my health in April 2024. Very serious issue. I was really greatly affected, hit hard, and then I came back to Colombia and I was really tired and working. And because in India and Nepal I had to work with a 10-hour and 30-minute time difference with Colombia, so I would begin classes at 3:30 in the morning Monday through Thursday, or Tuesday through Friday, because they're 10 hours and 30 minutes ahead of time, ahead of Colombia and all of that. And this guy's coming down with his bike. Let me get this out of the way. Right there. And oh, it's a girl or a guy, I don't know. Anyhow, so I gave him a 1 month notice as well. And the same story repeated itself in terms of, please reconsider, we haven't found a teacher to replace you, Eddie. We haven't found a teacher. And I had told him already, I'm tired, I'm not feeling well and everything. And I had that, but I didn't explain to them my medical situation that I had back in Nepal, because I didn't need to be explaining to people, because I knew the first time around they didn't care, the head, the big kahuna. And this was going to be no different. So I'm going to speed it up because we're at minute 7 now. Leave your comments what you think about this. You know, think about this for you in your life. Don't go pressing your luck like that game from the 1980s, that TV game show. Press your luck. You keep pressing your luck, and then you're going to be out of luck, and you're going to be high and dry and out on the street. Maybe your health is going to be screwed. So the person told me, no, please reconsider, we need you. And nope, sorry, I can't. I held my ground. I didn't care. And I quit that job. And that one, I quit. I didn't ask for a month vacation or whatever. I quit. And I'm lucky I did it, because a couple of days later I got really sick and I had a really bad episode with my chest and blah 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 blah. Really, for many days, a lot of problems, health problems, and I'm still recovering now. And it's life. Let me know if you have had similar experiences. Don't be afraid. It's not the end of the day. It's not the end of the game. It's not the end of life. But if you want it to be the end of life because you're going to continue working until the bad one happens, then you can go ahead. You could be Sanford and Son. Oh, Luigi, I feel the big one coming. I'm coming to join you. Ah! From Sanford and Son. I don't know if this is going to cut off, because I know with 1080p it cuts off at 11 minutes, and with 4K it cuts off at 8 minutes and 20 seconds. I hope you have a beautiful day. Let me know what you think. I'm not afraid. I'm happy where I am at now in my life. And tell me if you want me to create a buy me a coffee account. Watch the previous video that I did. You're watching it on October 12th, a day later from this celebration, like Kool and the Gang, celebration time, come home. Or take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. That's an early 80s country song. That was a hit. Bye, y'all.